once again and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. And it's all about relationships, specifically intimate relationships. Next week we'll be doing our families, the extended part of the family relationships. However, because it's about intimate relationships, I thought, why not do it with someone special? I have a very special guest for you today, and I'd like to introduce you to my intimate wife, my wife, the love of my life, one woman who makes my wife. I've got please. Oh, I don't know what's it like.
Oh, please.
So, Agnatka, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Anyway, so I thought I'd invite you to today's talk and just share some ideas on intimate relationships. Because to be honest with you, I think there's a lot of people struggling out there and trying to look for the perfect partner. And I thought, you know what, I'll open up and maybe over the next few weeks, coming towards the end of this year, the beginning of next year, people can actually, share something that we've learned through our lives and maybe give people some ideas, maybe 2 or 3 tips that they can start implementing in their relationship. They start seeing the magic.
I think it's great.
I don't know where your relationship is at the moment, but I want to believe that you do have a relationship with someone that you already are married to, or you're probably looking to get married. And for me, I must say, I'm the luckiest guy in the whole wide world because I've got this wonderful woman. Our relationship is how do you our relationship? I mean, one being stand out there, 10 being So, you say that relationship, marriage, is it like a bed of rose petals or is it like a bed of roses?
No, I think rather bed of roses.
A bed of roses, that's right. So let's start from serving one another. Mm-hmm. Because I feel, in many cases, I speak to a lot of people who are couples and they're in relationships, and they have this idea that my husband should, or my partner should, or my wife should. As a woman, how would you encourage someone who has this, frame of mind that my husband should X, Y, Z?
Oh, I'll tell you what I hear as well, because as I speak to ladies, they say, if only my husband did this, or all I need to do is to change my husband, and then he's going to be perfect. So if he only changed this bit, which I just tell them, come on, wake up, because you're not going to change anyone, and definitely not your partner that you've been so long with. But I think for me, the most important is, if you're committed, if you're married or not even married, but you're committed, this is going to be your partner for life. This is where you decide and you just go for it. So you don't look at other options. I think we've been together for 18 years.
Correct. 18 years. Yes.
Working together, how long?
Since 2005.
5, so it's now 11 years? No, 13 years.
13 years.
Working together, like 24/7. And I think for me, it was like an idea. I'm not looking into changing to somebody else. So whenever there's a problem, we need to figure out how to solve it rather than, I'm not interested, so let me go and look for.
I was brought up by my grandmother, and she always taught us to serve one another irregardless.
I wasn't taught that thing.
See, she wasn't taught that. So if I came in her world thinking she should be like my grandma, I would have missed it by a million miles. Yeah. Right? To me, it's important that to serve her in a way that she feels excited, she feels fulfilled, she feels loved, she feels valued, and that kind of gives her space for her to be her. And when she shows up as authentic and for real, it couldn't be any better. Communication.
Why I value our relationship so much is because any challenge, any problem we have, is we always talk. And guess what? I have lots of friends who says, oh, don't tell this to your husband. It's not for the husband's eyes. Okay. I think for you being my best friend, there was never a thing that I could not tell you about.
So being open and sharing a lot of things. She also mentioned something that I think personally, that's where I will always start. And if you can get this, make your partner, your wife, your husband, your best friend.
But third point, what should we talk about?
I think we should talk about honesty.
Ooh, okay.
Because I think many relationships are destroyed by being dishonest.
That's what I told you. So many people tells me, "Oh, don't tell him this," or "This is not that your husband should know." So this is how they live, and I absolutely disagree to the point that even our phones, you have access to my phone.
I have access to her phone.
24/7. Why? Because I've got nothing to hide.
No,
You
I know
wanna
that's a
check my
bomb.
contacts? Yeah, that's probably gonna be. People are like, why your wife can or your husband can run through your phone? Of course, yes, he can. And I think it's vice versa. Anytime
Yes,
I want
I
to
have.
take the phone
So
or
please,
laptop or
no strange messages. Well, you can send them. She's gonna see them anyway.
I said, I'm gonna call you if I send a straight message. So yes, and I think being honest, yeah, it's really important.
When you're honest with each other, it's like, you like this. Nothing is gonna get in between you. But whenever you have a secret, right? Because maybe I have a secret lover, for example. This is just an example. I don't have one. Then I would not want that secret lover to see this. So I must start withdrawing my body. So my body language eventually starts to shift. And because I have secrets, I would expect her to have secrets.
That's right.
Because the way I treat her.
You judge me based on what your action.
Exactly. So watch out. I hope we don't create any problems for relationships there. But the whole point is this: over the next few weeks, as we approach the end of 2018, maybe your relationship so far has been rocky, ups and downs. That's perfectly normal. But it could be better. Every single relationship is different. But there are certain values that if you bring them on the relationship, friendship, caring, intimacy, if you bring them in a relationship, they will go way, way beyond any relationship that you thought could. So there you are. That's your 7 minutes. We have looked at communication, we've looked at friendship, and we have looked at serving one another. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully it also challenges you, right, to up your game. And we'll see you next time when we get into a bit of family and other types of relationship. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day.
See ya. Bye.